to ride down Market Street with all those people looking and applauding and cheering and riding with other women who ride motorcycles has got to be one of the highlights of my life.
I didn't ride before that. I had watched it and I had been so impressed with it. And I just wished I would get to know those women and be part of that, and I should have my motorcycle. And I did what I do best, which is instead of just signing up and being one of them, I just decided, okay, I'll be an organizer.
People are amazing. They have no idea. These are motorcycles. Run over them. No idea.
Thrilling. Absolutely thrilling. It's like the thought of, at first it's like I was thinking, it's like we have to get to the place when, you know, on Sunday after, you know, everything going on all that week. And I got there and it was just like seeing everybody's, you know, all the bikes coming in, and, you know, and my friends were showing, and it was just like awesome. And there's nothing like that sound when you're about ready to go and everybody starts up their bikes. I mean, it's such an adrenaline rush. You know, it's like, I would get up at, you know, 4 o'clock in the morning to do that.
Till I turned 40. And then I had helped out with the bikes a year or two before that, because I'd moved to San Francisco. And then I came back and I was in it. I was on it. I was working it. And boy, I tell you, there's nothing better how to work a crowd, and particularly a room full of women, but with the motorbike.
I joined Dykes on Bikes as a core member 2 years ago. 3 years, about 3 years ago, I joined. However, most of that year I was traveling, so I wasn't there for a lot of the meetings and such.
Yes, in 1997 I led the parade. And in that year, it was very special. What people don't know about me is every time I ride down the route, I cry. And when I led the parade, I was really crying, okay, and trying to lead the bikes. The Dykes on Bikes, proud Dyke. And you know what? I'm Dyke enough to tell you that I cried all the way down that route.
I'd broken up with my girlfriend, and that was in May, and so I was really kind of pretty devastated from that. And it's like, and I didn't, so it's like there's a lot of memories, you know, so it's like I wasn't seeing anybody or anything like that, and so it's like, well, I didn't want to ride in the parade alone because it just kind of felt weird. So I thought, I'll ask my mom. My mom had had colon cancer surgery the previous November. So it's kind of like, you know, she's getting up there in age, and there's a time when she might not be around and all that. So it's kind of a scary time. So I called her up and asked her if she wanted to ride the parade with me, and she was enthusiastic about it. She was quite happy. She said, yeah, she would love to ride. She'd never been on a motorcycle before or anything like that. Never been. So we get going, and it's amazing. From the sides, we could hear people screaming out to her, saying, "Mom, Mom, we love the Proud Mom," you know. And she gets that sign. She's like waving the sign. I go, "Mom, Mom, you gotta settle down," because the bike's going like this, you know, because she's waving the sign, she's waving at everybody, you know, and all that. And it was just amazing. Like all through the whole route, we could just hearing all these people yelling out to her and everything. We get to the end, and we're pulling off, and she goes, "Is that it?" I said, "Yeah, that's it." And there's like a few seconds of quiet, and she taps me on the shoulder. She goes, "Can we go around again?" I was like, "No, Mom, we can't go around again." She goes, "I want to do this next year and the next year." And it's like, oh my God. I'm stuck with my mom now riding on my back as my date.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Those motors all going. And I'm very proud of my gay daughter.
She really loves it. And the second time that she rode in the parade, my friend Peggy Sue also brought her mom. So there was the two of us riding with our mothers, and just by the way we happened to line up, there was an actual lesbian mom riding with her daughter on the back. So we had this little family, Dyke, you know, family contingent.